we always recommend that that systems are upgraded, not in place, but between major releases. We prefer that a new system gets stood up and the data and or services get migrated off of the old system and onto the new system. There are tools that exist to do an in-place upgrade, but we always recommend that backups be taken before any changes are made, and preferably to test in a in a staging environment, in some kind of a lab, to make sure that these tools are actually even going to work for you. So the tools, Leap and Elevate are two of the most popular ones. They will allow you to upgrade, say, from CentOS 7 to Alma 8 or Rocky 8, or even RHEL, if you want to go, all the way, to RHEL. And but they only really work in a finite number of scenarios. So depending on the amount of customization that you have on your systems, these tools may or may not work. And there's a good chance that there's going to be, the system will be left in kind of a hybrid state, where there are going to be EL7 packages installed as well as EL8 packages. And that makes it difficult if you were to have trouble in the future. So if you open up a ticket, with a support provider like OpenLogic, and one of the things that we'll be asking is, okay, how we need to be able to replicate this. So send us an SOS report from your system, something like that, and we're going to see that there are EL7 and EL8 packages on the system. And that's going to make it very difficult to replicate the issue. So it's much easier if the if the system is fully one or the other. So if you do a non-in-place upgrade, you stand up an EL8 system or an EL9 system, and you migrate the services and data over, and you have a problem that you weren't having on your CentOS 7 system, then it's much easier to narrow down what the problem might be, to possibly replicate the issue and to resolve it when it's not a hybrid system.
That's right. Any particular differences if it's on a cloud environment? We're talking about the same recommendations, right?
Yeah, same recommendations. In cloud environments, it's much easier. Regardless if it's a public cloud or if it's an on-premise type of cloud solution, the backups and restores are so much easier with that type of an environment than a bare metal environment.
And that's just to do the upgrade on the operating system or the migration to another Linux distribution. Obviously, from there, obviously you have to test on the different layers, right? And if for example all the networking is still working, or any changes on the network configuration, or maybe the applications that are running on top of that Linux distribution, right? Make sure that if they were using some low-level package, that it still runs and still behaves properly, right? So definitely interesting. It's definitely not something that can be done without proper planning and without proper procedure, right?
Definitely.